legitimately powerful and really, really disturbing stare when she wants to use it. And it makes me so fucking uncomfortable when she does it, but it's powerful. It's I hope you Brits will get to experience it in real life at some point.
I must come over.
It's like a superpower almost.
I'm sweet and innocent. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
golly.
Luke will tell you I'm like an animal, man. I'm like Mowgli, and I look, I really am. Like a fucking
It's so true.
And yet
What?
somehow I feel no
Legitimately
urge to pet
powerful,
you.
and in what way are you like Mowgli? Like, you
I
just
mean,
swing
look at
through
him
the
for a
trees?
start. The hair is great, isn't it? Best hair ever.
Who?
Always
You
great.
or him?
No, fucking Chris is
Yeah.
it's always a bit. No matter what he does to try and control it, it goes everywhere.
In fact,
Like,
let us spend a moment as we now begin, live streaming session 8 of Queen of the Spiders Super Module AD&D Second Edition, and check in with Chris, Lord Cass, Roland Ravensblood from the bunker.
I'm in the bunker, smoking my Hamilton, listening to World War II radio, waiting for the fight.
And there you have it, folks. That's what the watchers are really here for.
Pantomime Cass.
Sorry if
Look,
cough
I know Dom isn't quite here.
I'm not well.
You're not well?
I'm still recovering. That's why I said I'm 99% there. But yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm so sorry that happened. So you sweated out?
Yeah, so I went out to go buy a new fish tank. All the way to Leicester. Loads of fun.
Ooh,
That fish tank is epic.
it
I
is
started
next to.
pissing it
She's
down.
nice.
Mhm.
She's nice.
So
So is the thing next to it.
240 litres.
Ellie.
We've currently got a 40 litre that I was told was a 60. So went to upgrade it to a 120. Realised that won't fit on the shelf up here. It will fall through the floor because it'd be like 200 kilos worth of weight. So thought, fuck it, we'll just buy a 240. So we went from
Luke,
40 litres to 240, yeah.
remember Goldie?
No.
Who's Goldie?
Goldie, my goldfish.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Let's
How
not speak
old were you
about
when you
Goldie.
named it Goldie?
We are
I-
getting
I-
rid of
I-
our
I-
goldfish.
My mate, my son, when he was like 4, won a fish
Uh-huh.
from the carnival.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And I brought it home and loved it, man. And it grew to about a foot, and it knew me and would ask for food and stuff, and I accidentally killed it.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
I fucking cried.
Of
How did it
course.
happen? What happens?
I tried to clean its water and I put a chemical in too much and it burnt it.
Oh,
no.
I'm so sorry, man. That
Sorry.
sucks, dude. That
It died in
sucks.
seconds. It died in
Oh
seconds.
no.
At least it was quick. That sucks,
Yeah.
dude. I'm so
Luke
sorry.
saw me
man.
hysterical, didn't you, Luke?
Yeah.
I'm on, I
Of
am.
course.
That animal.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
fucking
I
Lord.
that would kill me, man.
Of
That
course.
would be horrendous.
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
people can die, anytime they want to, but no, not an animal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I hope you have lots of fun with your fish because they are very relaxing creatures
They
to
are.
watch. But I swore again that I would never have an aquarium or a cage. Never.
Well,
It's part of my druid. It's part of my druid
this one
Christian.
started out as a carnival goldfish. And then the carnival goldfish in its nice, clean little bowl that we could have looked after the one goldfish until it kicked the bucket. Then we end up with a 40-litre tank and an extra
Is what happened?
6 fish.
So wait a second. This
So-
is so Goldie and your fish were both carnival fish.
Yeah, different times.
Yeah.
Well, no,
My
obviously.
partner came home a week ago with a carnival.
When you fail at a game at a carnival, you get given a plastic bag with a goldfish in.
This is why I'm pursuing this a little further, because I don't think this is I've never heard of this before.
Oh wait, Rob, this is a big thing here too.
People give you a goldfish?
Yeah, or they used to. I don't think they really do much anymore. The animal
Most
rights
of the
folks have gotten involved and
That's it.
have said
Most
no,
of the
but
They
kiddies
should be
games
involved.
have
I
it.
agree.
they're well looked after for the most part at carnivals. They keep them in massive tanks.
At
There's hundreds
carnivals,
of them.
yeah, but not so much after.
Yeah, afterwards
Yes,
they don't.
Amanda.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most
But
little
I've
kids.
just bought a
Anyway.
bloody massive tank for mine. So
All right, look. I know this is fascinating. We're all into the tank talk.
It's 20 minutes.
This is session 8 of tank talk. Let's continue with. But I think that we should get into the session here because we are almost 21. We're 21 minutes into.
Yeah, but we're on the water, Rob. We're on the water. There could be deadly goldfish or
There
piranha.
could be. Yeah, they could be.
Not right now.
ginormous.
You're not on the water.
No, we're not on the water anymore. We're in town.
Oh, well,
that's
All
right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
do a.
yes.
I'll do a brief
Marcus
recap.
is on the water having a nap.
I'll do a
I'm
brief
going to time
recap
Bob
here.
on his brief recap.
And so you defeated a group of hill giants, and then Sergeant Yarrow, who was your lone surviving footman and became sergeant, along with 2 crossbowmen and the 8 rescued slaves, went back to Hollowborough, along with the 5 dead soldiers. They brought them back as well.
I love that name, Hollowborough. And you can say it and you're American? Wow.
Thanks. I made it up.
Well done. Most Americans can't say borough. Correct.
Hollowborough. Okay.
Most Americans struggle with
So,
English.
and then you continued along. This is so weird for me, and I'll just say this is because you're heading north, but I guess you would technically be going downriver, right?
Yes.
So that's really hard for my brain. Like as a
You always go
person.
up to the capital. You always go up to the capital.
But you're going
Always.
north, but you're going down river.
Okay.
Because you're going
Yes.
down the thing, but you're going up on the map. You know,
Yes,
that's
but
just
culturally, you always go up to the capital, regardless.
that's right. Interesting. So you were traveling north along the Davish River towards Istavin, which is the capital city of Sterich, which is a vassal state of the Kingdom of Kaolind. And you had the 2 remaining guards, as well as Roland's wife, the Arcadian princess, Lavina, and her cousin and best friend, the seamstress, Kali. And then on the you continued up north and towards the capital, and had not a lot of you had about a day and a half of travel without too much of a problem until you saw a group of travelers hailed you, and they looked pretty ragged, had a weird sort of mix of things that they were carrying along with them, and they pleaded to have you help them cross the river, and ended up telling you a tale about how first their village of Mountain's Edge was attacked, and many of their friends and loved ones were killed. When they went to try to cross the river at the ferry in the town of Crossover, they were kind of waiting in line when the people in front of them were apparently attacked by a group of ogres, and they went running. There was an argument. It seemed like the ogres might have actually been a part of like the controlling interest of the ferry, and there was an argument, and fighting began, and then these ragged travelers began heading south. They traveled for 3 days before seeing you along the river, and the closest town was Hollowborough, so they were planning on going that far if they needed to. So anyway, you helped them cross after they told you their tale, and they went on to the town of Tall Pines, which is in the northernmost reaches of the Jotuns. So east and a bit north of here. The following day, you finally approached the town of Crossover. This is day 4 of your trip. And you could see, in addition to the ferry, there were a few other areas which kind of drew your interest. There was a long dock extended out into the river. The river's about 100 feet wide here. And the dock goes almost nearly halfway into the river. Wow. There's a few boats tethered to the dock there. There were a few boats tethered to the dock there. And you also saw a large wooden warehouse.
I must get to
warehouse. The dock and the warehouse had you noticed some guards sort of standing around them. You also noticed a strange confrontation between a guard and a man with a wagon And they ended up pulling this wagon into the warehouse and closing it behind them. You could see that there were definitely other guards within the warehouse.
Didn't he drive them away with like a gesture? Didn't he go like, go on,
Yeah.
git?
Yeah, he was like, get out of here, right? Exactly. And these guards are, they're dressed like guards. They have like unmarked like tabards and sort of they look official. Except for they look official in uniform, but they do not look official at all to the eyes of you 5 adventurers, seasoned adventurers all. These are nothing but thugs and ruffians in costume of
Zorin turned
guards.
into Rambo in First Blood Part 1.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, we didn't even get into that.
The wild.
Yeah, so there was also that secondary storyline there where Zorin along the way traveled the pathway where he saw like tons of ogre prints, and then also a giant.
I actually really enjoyed that, just to let you know, as a rose, that was really good shit. Just going, what's the player doing?
I did enjoy that as well, actually. I thought that was neat. This is what I'm hoping from this game, is that we make it bigger and it's not like just this, formulaic railroad. So Zorin tracked them for a while until finally, in following the trail, he ended up catching sight of the trail of these travelers that you ended up helping to cross the river. And at that point, Zorin had rejoined you, but was able to convey two pieces of information. First of all, there was a giant and a number of ogre prints headed to the north, which lines up with the story that you heard from the travelers anyway. But also that there was a secondary set of giant prints that went to the south, continuing along the mountain ridge along the south, along to the south. Yeah, more towards like Hollowborough and Raven's Keep. Although I like, what is it? I said
Ravenskull.
Oh, Ravenskull. Maybe the next one. It's bigger, when he's king or something like that, or something.
Nothing set in stone, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, you finally got to cross over, and you started to notice this, and then there was a couple of other things that drew your attention. I mean, there's a few houses, like basically more like fishing shacks and things like that in this area here. You can see people are moving about town, but they kind of got like heads lowered and are moving quickly. These so-called guards, like, they're basically outwardly mocking these people that you see that are moving through the town. So once you got off of your rowboat, as the group approached, a guard was demanding that you make payment and was approaching rapidly, and you guys didn't like it, so Zorin murdered him.
I still feel bad about that.
And that was just the ticket to convince the rest of them that they would waive the docking fee just this once.
That's right.
As the body goes floating down the river.
It became unpredictably, suddenly very violent. Everything.
And it was like fucking 4 arrows or something like that. It was just this wow, it was amazing. But anyway, Zorin can think about that on his own time.
He will.
So then you would continue on into the town. You noticed a jail that is, pretty much a drunk tank. It's an old, old wooden building that, more than likely, at least probably Roland, Tarkus, Tuktrin have maybe spent a night in at one point or another. Maybe Zorin even. I can't imagine Grey Ash. Drunk tank, and of course, the low water inn and tavern, which is what finally drew your attention as the group of you headed towards it. And in a really fun kind of thing, I'm actually going to be running this particular part of the module from the original module.
Oh.
I have a really shitty copy of it that I don't mind writing in. So literally the cover is
tell you
detached
what.
and like
I've got the original. I've got the original, which is really bad, like 1, 2, and 3. But then I've got a combined version. I'll have to print it out into a
This.
book and bookbind it for you and send it you.
well, that's what this is. It's the combined version.
Is he? Oh, that's the best one.
It has the little extra stuff.
Says the Eretta.
Yeah, so it's a you can see the signs of this tavern, this inn. When you first approach, you can see the signs of it having been, at least at some point, it's got lost a little bit of its luster, but there was like, an effort made to make it seem fun and as a nice place to stop along the river and have
I'm just thinking, I'm having this
drinks and
town.
some good food. And as you were coming, there's when you, I don't know, like maybe some of you, I feel like maybe Tarkus, maybe Grey Ash would have heard that this place used to have pretty good food. Like it was sort of known for the food along the way.
Well, we'd have gone in here on the way down, wouldn't we? To Ravenskeep a long time ago.
That's inconvenient to the plot, but I mean, we could do
Okay,
that.
okay.
See, I like that. Let's say you came through here, but it would have been a while ago. Let's say it's been like it's been a year. Yeah, more than a year. And you remember this being like kind of like a vibrant and you just stopped overnight. It wasn't like necessarily particularly memorable in all of the travels and adventures that you've had, but remember the food being really good, having like the sort of extensive menu and being, like there was a bard playing and it was kind of bright and people were friendly. And so like when you walk in and and outside there's also an area where a couple of these guard guys and a couple of other sort of like ruffian types that are not in guard clothes, but they seem like they are basically the same type of people, but without the costume. They're out in the yard, like playing some sort of ball, like a game, like a yard bowling kind of game.
Hacky sack.
And drinking outside.
Bocce ball?
Kind of like a bocce ball sort of game. Yeah, like a bocce ball game. We'll say it's
I don't
bocce.
even know what that is.
You just
Doesn't
roll
matter.
and you try to hit
Okay.
other balls. And there's like you roll one ball and then you try to get your other balls close to that ball. And then you can also
Bowls.
fuck other people's up.
Yeah.
A lot
we
of
call-
balls.
Bowls?
We know it as bowls.
All right, bowls. It's bowls. They're playing bowls. And they're drinking and they kind of like sneered at, like chuckled and sneered at you as you walked by, but you really didn't pay it any mind and headed in. And you could see activity all inside, dominated by a rough-looking crowd of people. There's a game of dice going on in one corner. There's a serving wench who is, likely previous. She might have other occupations when her shift is over. And there is
Lady of the Night.
a lady of the night. Yep. There is a bard. He's terrible. The music is like just really plain awful. It's intolerable.
In fact, that starts to warm me up.
Hmm.
Let's sit as far away from the music as we can. What's that?
Get this.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm trying to get to the.
I suspect
Crash
it'll
is
follow us.
because I'm still flying. I
Rob's
wonder,
like, hold on,
Right,
I gotta
and
get
so-
the correct ambience music. I gotta
Yeah.
find some Taylor Swift.
Yep. There. That's exactly what I was going for.
I'll give
So, and when
everybody
you first go in, when you first step in through the door, everything stops
Hmm.
for a moment. Like, the bard's still kind of like droning on, and then like somebody like slaps him and he stops, and everybody sort of looks at you. And you see they're all kind of like, kind of sizing you up. And the serving wench who's been running through the tavern this whole time, since you kind of like walked up and took a look at things, whispers into one of the ruffian's ears. Whispers. Okay, nobody listens.
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to finish the sentence.
No, you got to say I actively hear noise. I mean, I
actively hear noise.
I use my class ability.
I pick up a metal tankard, look at the guy whispering, and crush it in my hand until it's like a small ball and drop it on the floor.
Clearly, our
noise 63 under
reputation
70
precedes us.
All right, yeah. And she says, you hear her say, "It's the new Lord."
Rob's funny, isn't he?
And then the music starts back up and everything kind of begins to move again. People are kind of looking at you, but they're not,
prices just went up.
Staring.
I'm not inside because I'm still flying. I want to see where the dwarfs are going and where the guards are going.
Oh, yeah, David was flying.
Very good,
bro. Fucking Welsh dragon.
All right, well, I will let the people that have just walked into the tavern think about what they're going to do, and we will follow Grey Ash for a moment. Grey Ash takes off to the sky up above the tavern to get a look at what's going on. And, well, you can see, but go ahead and make a perception check to see if you see anything particularly...
Did you get a plus because he's above flying?
I like that. Yeah, we'll say a +2 bonus. Good job there.
+2
Thank
bonus.
you. You saved me. I rolled a 13, which was 1 over, but now it's 1 under, I guess.
Huzzah! 100 XP for Chris. 100 XP for Chris. I said. Not for Roland. So the no, like he's like flying up. He's like, what would Roland look for? And then like he looks around. So he flies up and he's kind of getting a look around. And some people are kind of like eyeing you. You can see a couple of the guards like look pretty irritated.
Imagine that.
Flying up. You said you're observing towards the ferry where the dwarves are and stuff and such.
Yeah, because like I'll see where they're taking the dwarves, and also where the dismissed guards are going towards.
Go on, Dad.
All right. Well, so you fly up with the thought of where are they taking these dwarves, and you look and you're dismayed to see that they're not taking the dwarves anywhere. The dwarves are acting as slaves, pulling the ropes to make the ferry move. And you can see this ferry being sort of a pontoon boat style ferry being pulled across the river via ropes that are lined, that are set up overhead. And they're pulling these ropes, and the dwarves are doing this. They're on both sides. There's dwarves on both sides of this, and you're kind of mostly observing the ones closest to you. But because you made the perception check, you look over to the other side, and you can see you kind of see the dwarves there are pulling on some stuff, like they're pulling the other side of the rope, like the big wheel of it, kind of, but you can see that there is a wagon on the other side that they're loading up, and you can see like basically they're wheeling these large cages into this covered wagon that is just crammed with people.
What the fuck? Is this near the
Exactly.
warehouse, or is this like across the?
It's on the
river?
other side of the river is where you see.
Is there more town over there, or is it just?
No, it's just the other side of the ferry, but there's sort of like I mean, a dock wouldn't be the appropriate word, like a deck might say on the other side of it. Not made of anything, but like, pounded dirt deck that is like sort of a little clearing, and then it quickly becomes forested area, so even the wagon is kind of abutting the forest, but it looks like there's kind of like there's a bit of a trail that goes back there. That there's towns. I mean, you literally met those people from one of the towns along the mountains. So,
don't like this. So basically, it feels like they're getting the slaves out of the town as quickly as they can, or like whatever they're selling people. I guess I will. Okay, I'll fly. I'm gonna fly down to where the cart is. Literally, like, float in front of the cart driver and be like, "Who are you working for? And where are you taking these people?"
oh my god, I love this. All right, so yeah, so you fly across the river, and like. Gray Ash starts moving across the river, and I mean, people. I mean, they start, because he's zooming. They, you see a couple of guards point. There are, a couple of guards on the other side, and they see you zooming in the direction of the other end of the ferry, and they point. One of them begins to, like, fumble. You can see, like, a guy starts fumbling around with a crossbow, which he wasn't really, like, he had kind of like, he's like leaning it on the side. He starts picking up this crossbow. On the other end of it, you can see that probably all in all, there's half a dozen guards. There's so it's a large covered wagon, and there's a couple of other smaller wagons. And the smaller wagons looks like they could each fit 2 cages. And in each cage, it looks like there's 3 or 4 people jammed into these small cages, and they've loaded 2 of these cages that have these prisoners in them into the wagon. Oh, this will be fun. David, roll me an intelligence check, but let's do a -4 for Gray Ash, because this would be a really
I rolled a
crazy.
4.
Oh, amazing. All right, so like,
Let's go.
Gray Ash sees like one of the there's like the third. They're putting the third cage into this large covered wagon, and he sees, like, looking from this distance as he's flying up, and kind of people. The guard like turns to look as you say, like, "Who are you? And who are you working for? And what are you doing?" And he turns to look, and you can see 2 things. The first thing is that in the cage that they're getting ready to put in is this couple that you remember when you came through town, and you ended up going up to the bar, and the guy was sort of like a historian of. He was not. He wasn't a historian. He was an avid. An avid historian of magicians and wizards of the realms. Like, he wasn't like, not that he was like a scholar and like he was teaching or anything like that, but he was an avid studier of like local wizardry and things like that. And you ended up having this really great conversation with him and his wife. They bought you dinner at the tavern that you just all disappeared from. It's all kind of coming to you, and you see them now. They're getting loaded into this larger wagon. You can see the man has like a black eye. He's bleeding out of the mouth. The woman is like screaming and crying. Her clothes are like torn. She's holding them closed over her body. And then you notice, grabbing the other side of the cage to load it into the wagon, you see an ogre. green skin covered in warts, massive and meaty. He grabs the end of the cheap metal cage and easily
These guards,
pulls it in.
this town is working with ogres. This has just got temple flashbacks immediately in my mind. Like,
The guy points the bow at you and says, no, he doesn't say anything. He fucking fires at you.
Are these the cages where like the people are in? If I fired an arrow from where I am, would is there a chance it would hit a person? Like, is it like bars on the top, or they're covered on the top?
It's
Like,
covered.
is it solid
It's covered in the
bars?
top. I mean, I'll give you a minus.
Okay.
You have to take a -1 penalty to, like, you know.
No, because
You're not
I'm
gonna.
gonna cast a spell, but like it can.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe we'll roll like well, how about we'll
You
say
probably know what spell I'm
wild
thinking of.
surge, then maybe it will surge in that direction. Following Grey Ash's greatest fears.
Is there one?
So the crossbow fires off, and let's see here. This would be
No wild surge.
2, 1. Oh wait. And the bolt fires into the air, and there's a flicker as Grey Ash is not where he once was, and is instead several feet in the air next to where he was being perceived. The arrow goes flying into the distance. In fact, it would have hit, I believe, in an AC
I
2.
respond by casting Horung's Baleful Deflector.
Oh no, baneful deflector. All right, well, we have to do initiative now because you were like talking to him and he just fired a crossbow bolt at you. So let's go ahead and do initiative. Do declarations. You're gonna do Hornung's baneful deflector.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like he fired the crossbow and the other guy who's standing there next to him. And like I said, there's about a half a dozen guards here in like various positions. Like one guy is like working on getting the horses, attaching a big draft horse to the front of one of the the front of the wagon. You see like another guy is like literally just like hacking with an axe. He's like hacking down tree limbs like right there to like make the path wider to start. And and then there's like kind of two. It's like the guy that shot the crossbow at you and the other guy who's standing basically right next to him. And then there's a couple of other guys that are just sort of, packing up their bags, getting ready, who have like sort of stood up and drawn swords, seeing you fly up, like as if a sword would do anything against a guy that's flying, but still, nevertheless, instinct, All right, so you're going to cast that spell. The guy with the crossbow, all right, well, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, you go ahead, David, since you're in on the action. Actually, that's true. Sometimes throwing a sword does work.
It's a 1. Let's go.
Oh, golly. Okay. Well, that's good. It's a good start for you.
Every now and then a mage gets very powerful. He just walks off and kills things on his own.
Okay.
I didn't expect this to happen, but they're like carting them out of town. Once they go into the forest, they're going to be a pain in the ass to find.
I love it.
I guess we could track them, but
do you go before 9?
yeah, I go in 3.
All right, then go ahead and go.
Yeah. So I cast a spell and like this, and then like I've already shimmered once, and like a second shimmering appears in like a hemisphere below me, and that's the magical shield where any missile attack against me will be redirected to any random creature within 15 feet of me, including myself.
How close are you to the ground?
Yeah.
Well, I said I flew down close enough to talk to the rider, so I'm probably like 12 feet off the ground.
14
in front of the cart.
5 feet. That's fine. Yeah, so all right, so the shield goes up and the guy says,
Oh yeah.
he says,
in front of me.
the one guy yells out, "It's the magician! Bring your friends, ogre!" And the other one says, "Shit, shit, 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 shit!" And he pulls back the arrow into the crossbow and shoots up at you. Deflects off of him. So you're one of the potential targets, right? So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it's 5. Let's see here. You'll be 1.
Hmm.
And 1, 5. You are not the one that's hit. So it's one of the guys that like he was packing up his backpack, his pack, and he, kind of stood up, pulled out his sword, and the arrow goes, whoops, and then shoots back at him. So how does that work? Roll the normal
Crazy deflection, man.
Yeah, it hit. It's the same. It's like the regular roll to hit. So it's as if he was shooting the other guy, basically.
Amazing. This is a fucking weird, wild, magic-y shit right here.
Good stuff on telly.
20. Are you fucking kidding me? I haven't rolled a good roll in weeks. I roll a nat 20 when it's on the enemy.
It's always good when the DM rolls well to kill his own guys.
That is some fucked up shit, man. That's some
Amazing.
fucked up shit. Yeah, the guy's like, oh! He gets shot in the shoulder and staggers back a few feet.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he staggers back a few feet, and then he takes his sword and he throws it in the air at you. Because
Missile weapon.
why not?
Does that count?
It's a missile weapon at this point. It's
All
thrown.
forms of individually targeted missile attacks, including magic missiles and other spells. I guess it's a.
Ah, magic missile
It's
as
a
well.
thrown weapon. It's a missile.
Is that considered a missile? Okay, well, let's see. All right, so you're going to be 1 of 5 again.
Mhm.
Oh, it actually is going to hit you. It is actually going to get through the shield. You're the random one. So this is an
Oh,
interesting. All right, so
Well, as soon as if the protected creature is struck, the spell immediately fails. So now I'm no longer deflected for future stuff. That's very short-lived.
Only.
okay,
No,
so
Still
AC.
not hit you yet.
Didn't
Yes,
look
that'd
good,
be
though, Dave.
AC 3. Probably give him -2. So it'd be AC 5.
Macy 1.
All right,
You
yeah,
must have
even
got
without the
-8
penalty.
to throw a sword.
So
Oh yeah, so it
Don't
doesn't.
keep
Yeah, it doesn't
rolling
fail.
ideas.
Yeah, it's
takes
actually
us-
hit me.
It takes a stone skin. It takes a stone skin
Mhm.
away, right? You have stone skin. So the sword goes spinning through the air, bounces, it's like you see it slice through Hornung's baneful deflector, and maybe your eyes, maybe Grey Ash's eyes go just a bit wider for a moment before his genius level intellect calculates that the number of stone skins that remain, and realize that sword will be doing nothing to him as it bounces off of his chest and falls to the ground. All right, so the other there's 3 other guys on the ground. The one of them runs to and leaps up on the back of the draft horse.
Mhm.
The other 2 throw the cage in, the one that they had, and run back down and grab and pick up the 4th and final cage as they prepare. I mean, it's not that big. I think they could run down, pick up the cage, and throw it in. They do, yeah. So they run. I mean, because just right down this little wooden ramp, they run down. They pick up the 2 guys, pick up the cage, and they throw it in, or they push and slide it with the help of the ogre, who pulls it into the wagon, and yeah, that's what they do. So they've got all of the slaves now in the cage, in the big wagon. The other guy's on the horse. The ogre's still in the wagon. And there are 3 other guards on the ground. The one who threw the sword and has an arrow in his shoulder. And then the 2 who just loaded the last slave cages onto the wagon.
Okay.
Let's do declarations here, David. What's Grey Ash going to do this time?
Is Grash really all that powerful, but he can't send a message to his friends?
I don't have message. No.
I mean, this is pretty fucking amazing. I mean, you guys are powerful, so things can happen like this. We
One-
split the party at all in the Temple of Elemental Evil. So this is 2 sessions in a row. It's interesting. All right, Grash.
Would you say the wagon is larger than 9-foot square? I doubt it, right? Yes, it's quite big.
I mean, I don't know how big is a wagon. It feels like it'd be longer than 9 feet, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, probably.
Depends if it was a stagecoach, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining it like a stagecoachy looking thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's a
I'm
good
gonna-
question. We can look that up. If we're going to spend our time on weather tables, we can look up the fucking size of a stagecoach.
That's right.
It's actually
I do
How
love the weather
big
table.
is a
0.76.
stagecoach?
That weather table's really fucking cool, man.
Okay, from
Means lots to me, that
1800s.
weather table.
Okay, how big is a stagecoach from the 1800s?
I would say 10 foot.
Wow! 10 feet tall, 12 feet long, and weighed over a ton!
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
driver's seat and team, 9 passengers and 10 to 12 on top. Offered most. Oh my god!
Mm.
I was definitely
learned a lot in this
weighing
game.
2,200 pounds! Holy shit! Okay,
We've
there you
learned what a dory is, and we've learned how big a fucking cabin is, wagon.
This stream is educational.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll just mark it yes for kids then from now on.
No, absolutely not.
You have to, at the end of the thing, you have to like say, is it for kids or not? And I'm always like, no, not for kids. No, not for kids. But now it's learning.
And learning is fundamental.
All right, what's Grayash going to do?
We didn't come here to
So the horse, the cart.
turn him into an elephant, Dave. Sorry.
I'm going to try and cast slow on
All
the
right.
horse and however many other things there are.
Well, I believe with slow, you can. No, that's Old Person I'm thinking of, where there's the penalties. But it's like a D4 plus 1 or something like that, or something weird.
One
Reduce
creature
your
per
speed
level.
factor. Increases your speed factor.
One per level.
Yeah. So
All right,
9
and-
creatures.
What's the
40 cubic feet.
Wow.
I mean, that'll get all of them. That'll get everybody, I would say. This die roll is pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative then. Want to go ahead and give us another roll. I feel bad because Dom isn't destroying your initiative.
3.
We don't feel
I'm
bad.
going on 6.
Okay, so I did get a 2. So
Enjoy it while it lasts.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's like move your asses, and the 2 guys on from the back that just loaded the last of the slaves. They push up the what was that thing? The flapper thing on the back of the wagon. What do they call it?
Flapper thing. Yeah.
Come on, people. We're learning.
tailgate?
Tailgate.
The tailgates.
Yeah.
They flip up the tailgate. They jump onto the back, grab a hold of it. The guy with the pack who just threw his sword starts running as the wagon shoots off. The man at the front lashing at, I will say there's 2 horses, at the horses that are pulling this wagon. And
To carry that much weight, you might want more than 2.
let's see here.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
4. We'll say
Probably
there's
went
4.
forward that way.
Okay. The guy who has the arrow in his shoulder and who threw the sword, however, he's trying to catch him and he trips and the wagon goes speeding off into like into the woods. But
Mhm.
he kind of falls to the ground. You can see, the dust and dirt and debris is being kicked up everywhere, and he goes falling. That was at 5, so at 6, go Grash.
At 6 I tried to cast slow. So the range on it is, 180 yards?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's like fucking Martin.
So then I got to make
And-
saves, right?
Yeah,
well,
save
first of all,
versus
let's see if there's a
spell.
wild surge.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
like 540.
yeah.
Conveniently forgetting the wild surge, are we, David?
7. 7 is no
the
answer,
shit
but
happened
minus
over there.
2, so 7 creatures I get.
Wow. Okay.
Let's
So
hope that some of
the
those are
horse,
horses.
the ogre, the driver.
Saving
two
throws
guys
against the
on the
spell
back.
suffer a 4 penalty.
So there's 5 of like the. No, that's not right because it was half a dozen. So there's 5. Yeah. So there's 6 total enemy combatants. There's the ogre, and then there's 5 of these guards that are getting the wagon moving.
But really, you want the horses to stop moving. They're
Yeah.
the wagon.
Well, they move at like half speed.
And then the horse. Yeah, and then the horse too. So that's perfect. That's 6, right? 7, right?
Yeah.
And even just slowing one horse would completely screw up the forward.
Oh yeah,
momentum
that's
of
true.
all
So
of them.
4. Yeah, that's true. 4. Yeah, okay. So you want
They all
the,
have a save
on
at
the horses?
-4.
Focus on the horses.
Yeah.
I think I am going to roll for them individually, even though normally I would do a pack kind of thing, just because it seems important. Like,
It
Well,
seems
okay.
it, but it's not.
all 4 of them failed their save, so they're already going slow. That's half movement, right?
Move and attack at their half the normal rates, yeah.
Okay. So
Horsey, don't you trot?
horse goes 15 in a gallop, or is it 20? No, these aren't riding horses. This is draft horse. This is in. Let me see here.
That's at 14.
Got it, or do you need me to go looking?
Player's handbook, money and equipments.
I think it's 14.
Lists, transports, animals.
Do I have any message?
Where is the? Come on, give me the fuck. Gosh darn horse speed.
Chilling.
Draft horse. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe the next one we'll describe.
Base
Base move. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Do it. What's happening? I'm getting the answer.
I thought you were getting the answer. I've just been told off.
Jesus Christ. Guys.
There's
All right,
loads of
here.
different
Horse.
rules. Owen.
Okay,
I got
draft
it.
horse.
Yeah, it looks like 12. So
Movement
that would-
12, yeah.
yeah, in a combat round that'd be 120, so that cuts it down to 60 feet. So it quickly slows down, but you still have 3 others who you can slow. What you've got the driver, you've got the 2 guys hanging off the back of the wagon. We'll say
I think
guy
I've
who's,
sent
like,
it on the
literally-
horses, so whoever else is closest to the horses, to be fair.
okay, we'll say 3 other guards then. Okay, so the driver goes slow, and the guy on top goes slow. The guy who's kind of like hanging out on, he's on top of the thing, and he's like loading up a crossbow as he's getting up on top of the stagecoach, as he's on top of the stagecoach. The other, the guy who's sitting next to the driver, he's like looking back. He seems fine. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And he's like, whacking at his friend. "What the fuck is going on with you? Why are you moving? Give me the fucking reins." He grabs the reins out of the guy's hands, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on with these horses?" And he's like slapping the reins as hard as he can. They're just not moving any faster, obviously. They're just going at or half speed. Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to escape, and you just did your spell. So they're slowed. We're back around. Let's get to the declaration phase here again. David, what do you want to do?
I glance across the waters. Is there any reasonable way the party could actually get to me? Because there's basically a lake between us, right?
Reasonable?
Well,
I didn't
the
know that was
cliff
your
is.
thing.
I'm gonna just
It
fly
would
up
be tough,
alongside
to
these
be
guards
honest
and
with
try
you.
to blast the riders. That's where I'm gonna go.
I mean, you know Zoran could track. You know that this nobody else has nobody else has any ability to fly or levitate though, do they? So you have to.
I'm just gonna try and get rid of the people whipping the reins.
On my Griffin thing.
That's the Griffin. There's the Griffin. That's true. So somebody could get to you. Two people could ride the Griffin, actually.
And could we then send the Griffin back for the other people?
Yeah. I'll try and do that.
I think you could send it back for the other people if Roland was one of the people that stayed back.
Okay, yeah.
Roland is its own.
I have got the proficiency flying. That cost me fucking loads, that did. It wrecked up my fucking level 9 shit.
Yeah, air-based riding sucks for proficiency slots.
Fuck me.
Gotta use it then, dude. It's fucking amazing. You'd be on a fucking Griffin. That shit you sent us earlier today was regal as fuck.
Okay. True. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Grey Ash quickly calculates all possibilities, and realizes that there is a possibility that your party could get to you if you could somehow get a message to them.
Like a pyrotechnic.
I don't think I can message. And you need to.
You could just fireball or lightning bolt the tavern or inn.
I mean,
I'm about to stop blasting, so
come outside. Dave, you need to get.
All right, so yeah, you see the guys are they're zooming. You're kind of Grey Ash is considering all these options while he notices that of course the
we're gonna try and take out the riders. So
yeah, the riders are moving off. So go ahead and let's see. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to spell them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and basically. How does fly? Can I cast spells while flying? Can I move and cast? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think what have I had it that you can move?
I know levitate has a funny text where it's you can cast spells if you move slowly. I don't know if it says.
Yeah, I think I've had it thus far that you can move half your movement rate and still cast spells.
Most spells can be cast while hovering or moving slowly. Movement of.
Does that
3.
include Tucson and Tarkus?
Movement of 3. So it says a movement of 3.
Yeah.
So you could move 30 feet. They're moving 60 feet. So you'd be moving half their speed. And in fact, yeah. What's it going to be, David? The fates of these slaves, including that lovely couple. What was their name again?
Have you got heat metal, Dave? A rod?
No, I don't.
A wand?
You could always just magic missile Roland. He's got enough XP to spare, or hit points to spare.
I'll just try and magic missile the 2 riders. I guess. I should lance them. I can reach them with the lancer here, probably. I might hit the horse or 2, but fuck it.
Hit the locker.
Sometimes a draft horse has gotta die for the cause of good.
What did those horses ever do to you?
They're slaves too.
Exactly.
They're more than 60 feet away, right? I should be able to.
They're 60 feet away at the start of the round, so it depends on if you win initiative. They'll be 90 feet away at least if you fly while you're casting.
I can move
initiative.
And I can move 15.
Oh, 15, right? No,
was it
30? 30.
Well,
30. Because it's 120. A quarter is 30, and
so
they're moving half, which is 60.
Okay.
Hashtag push rights.
It's right in the range. I guess I should do for magic missile instead.
Aim for the wheel on the wagon.
Do the lance, man. I'm not trying to dissuade you. I'm just telling you what's happening. Just trying to give you an accurate depiction.
If they're right on the edge of the range and they're riding away from me, I can lance them after I've stopped them riding as fast. Once they stop driving the horses as fast.
You know, I give you a lot more time to think about what you're doing with your character, because I imagine that Grey Ash could literally consider all of these possibilities in that level of quickness.
Yeah, I'm just looking at them, they're a bit far.
There's certain characters, they're so smart that they would literally consider all of these potential possible moves, in the blink of a blink of an
Initiative
eye.
is 3, so I'm casting Magic Missile in 4.
Oh,
Some
Jesus.
people, some of us cast withdraw to be able to do that sort of thing.
You literally have to roll a 1 to tie you. I did not. So your magic missile goes off before they go.
20 charts, was that 9? So I'm casting it at 9, 10, 11. 14th level magic missile.
Does
Nine.
it stop at 5?
Normally it stops
32
at
missiles
9.
come out of
but
my rod.
Yeah, I was thinking, wasn't I gonna let that keep going?
Yeah, you so it's every 2
As long-
levels
as
it
long
gets
as
an
you
extra
don't-
missile.
As long as you guys don't mind that the bad guys get more too.
It's just wild mages.
Do we make the pact?
But the bad
Do
guys
we
are still-
agree?
Bad guys
I'm
are-
sure the rule
Wild
was only
mages.
spells can only do over 10th level if it's via the wild surge, because otherwise I'm like I can have -5 level.
Yeah, that's
And,
why
like,
we
everything
decided that
else
with the
does
wild.
nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's right. But I mean, I might have a
Yeah.
lot of wild mages in the future that you have to fight.
Maybe.
Else you never know.
So I'm going to 5,
yeah,
6,
so you-
7
yeah, you-
missiles then.
Yeah, that's right. Because we had decided that specifically for the wild mage, because the wild mage could actually like blow themselves up. So they should also get to break
Mhm.
the reality of magic through their surges just as much. Bad guys are stoopy and don't get extra time. I'm going to spend a half an hour on the next round making decisions. I'm going to talk it all out.
Do it,
So you have
okay,
5. There's the 2 guys that are.
7.
Yeah, there's the two guys that are are the drivers, and then there's the one on top. And are you blasting between the 2 of them or what?
It's the magic missiles. I'm gonna do 4 on the regular speed driver and 3 on the slowed one.
Okay.
So I don't know how much health these guys have. Oh, the 4 missiles do 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 to the non-slowed guy, and 13 to the slowed guy.
All right. So the guy who's got the reins and he's not so, and he's like, "Fuck, man, he's gonna get us, this fucking wizard!" And then he just like holes just pierce through him. He's like, and he just falls and it's trampled by the horses, goes under the wheels. Just you see pieces of him just flying into the air as he gets trampled by the horse. The other one gets a few of the missiles, and he's like slowed, and he's like, "Oh." He grabs the reins like kind of slowly and pulls them back in front of himself, and he's like, shh. But moving not as fast as he would normally move. And he's like looking back. Maybe he would yell something.
Okay. I guess on the next round I can just use my full movement speed to get as far in front of them as I can, because I need
Nice.
rounds to cast spells. So basically, if they're trying to get as fast as I can, they just see me like zoom past in front of them and just like waiting for them.
Yeah, so they moved. They kind of outpaced Grey Ash, got to 90 feet distant of him. And so let's go ahead and roll initiative here. You're going to zoom up there.
So I'm going to go my full flying speed, which is something
15 or 18? 18, isn't it? Or 24?
18.
Okay, 180 feet. Yeah,
That's my
you,
D10
you would
going.
like legitimately catch them and surpass them. Overtake.
That's an
them, I
8.
guess would be- Oh, all
Eight.
right. So they actually go on 8 with their movement because plus 3, and they rolled 5. So they go on 8, and their Grey Ash is like, just fired off these missiles, and sees them start to pull away. Puts his head down and zooms. Does he have a staff? Does he carry a staff in his hand?
Yeah, I got my staff of striking.
Oh, that's right. Man, that'd be so badass. I know you sent that AI image and it wasn't like perfect, but there was something cool about visualizing Grey Ash moving through the sky, staff ahead of him, as he overtakes the wagon spinning around to be in front of them to face them. They went another 60. They had a 90-foot gap between Grey Ash and them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 150 feet. But Grey Ash moves 180. So he ends up 30 feet ahead of them, looming over them in the air above. And the one fires off a crossbow bolt at Grey Ash. And it bounces off of his stone skin.
Oh, but is the shield gone or not? Because, like, I don't know how that works. Because normally if I get hit, this is if I'm struck, the spell fails. But, like, with stone... Because, like, it wouldn't have hit me, but because of stone skin, it always hits me. But
no. Okay, then you would have the shield still. But I would say you're too distant to hit anybody other than you. At that point, because you're 30 feet away, so it's still gonna hit you. You know, the thing goes like, the heat-seeking missile dodges Grey Ash, the shield knocks it away, and then it comes right back at Grey Ash. 20. These dice are replacing the old dice, so it's still just a stone skin. But nevertheless, it was satisfying a little bit. All right.
I guess it's time to lance the second rider and hope that the horses stop running.
All right. Grey Ash says that, and as he's thinking, or thinks that, and as he is, he sees the ogre climbing up to the roof of the wagon as it's moving, and he's got like a bag with him. Slings the bag up on top of the wagon as it's moving, and he yells to the other guy that's up there with him who's slowed, and he says, "Fuck that slow. Use these." And he pulls out a spear, and so does the other guy pull out a spear. All right, so let's go ahead and do initiative.
Oh.
All right.
So I'm going on 4 with 7.
Lance of Disruption?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, you win.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and hit the rider and basically the back 2 horses, I guess, because I don't want to accidentally hit the cart and kill everyone. See, D20. Oh my god, it's another 20.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? We're like all over the place right now.
So it does 5d4. Does this say save? I assume this is probably save versus hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5d4?
It's Lance of Disruption?
Oh no, this is the lowest one ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and then 9. 18 times 2. 9 plus 18 times 2.
What?
Plus 9. 45? It does,
okay, I see.
Does 5d4 plus 2 points per caster level.
Okay.
So, what do you
to a maximum of plus 30. So your caster level's a 14 again?
Yeah.
So
I guess it would be 30 plus 9 if 30 is the max.
So you'd be plus 28. 5d4 plus 28, right? Because it's 2 points per caster level with a maximum of 30. So level 14 would be 28, and then 5d4 plus 28.
28 plus 9.
37.
37? Yeah.
There's no point even making saves. The front 2 horses and the driver who's still alive, slowed. He like looks back up and he just puts his arms up as the lance hits him and he explodes. I mean, he just is blown to pieces, which would mesmerize the eyes if it were not for the fact that it's immediately followed by 2 horses exploding. And blood and guts and gore go everywhere. And I mean, fuck, the wagon's got it. Oh, scattergram! Let's see what happens. Let's get to the scattergram chart.
I wonder what this goes. I wonder what they're trying to go to. That'd be interesting to know, but I'm not letting them get that.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough when there's a pile of corpses.
Yeah, I would have done message, but message needs line of sight, it seems. Wizard can whisper messages and receive replies. When spells cast, the wizard openly points his finger at the creature to be included in the spell effect. So yeah.
Alright, David, roll me a d10.
D10.
See where the wagon crashes or where it goes.
That's a 10.
God damn it, that sucks. Boring. With the 2 horses collapsing, the other ones slowed. The entire mechanism is destroyed. The other horses are broken free of the bindings, the barding?
Traces.
The barding.
The traces?
Is that what they're called? Traces? Are broken free of the traces, and the cart falls forward, leans forward, skids a good 10-15 feet, carving a large scar into the semi-forested ground before coming to a stop, smashing back down. And what's the gate hold thing? Tailgate. Tailgate falls open, as it does. Let me roll some dex for these 2 guys up on top of the... Actually, all 4 of the guys that are riding on this. Okay. Guys on top are okay, actually. All right, so one of the guys that's on the back who's been holding on to the back as the thing has been moving as quickly as it can, not slowed actually. He goes tumbling. He gets thrown from the wagon as it crashes. We'll do 2d6 damage for him as he's thrown 20 feet. And he's still alive. Okay, so you've successfully stopped the wagon.
Yeah, a little abruptly.
I'm going to go to everyone else who has now been patiently waiting for basically an hour. Let's see here. Where were we with this music? Let's get back to the tavern music. And reset the stage for the tavern. Well, you've walked into the tavern, the 4 of you. Grey Ash has gone off flying. He's probably just going for a pee. And the rest of you have walked into the tavern and taken a look around you to see a grouping of surly fellows. You do see a table open, sort of in the corner, that you could hunker down in. And nobody seems to be particularly accosting you, though you can see that many are giving you a side-eyed glance. What would you like to do?
If I can find a spot near a window where I can still see the door, that's where I post up.
I'll take a look at the wine list.
I
All
follow Tarkus.
Yeah, so you find a table that's got, it's got a window. It's there's like it's not in the corner, but it's near the corner, where in the corner are stacked some extra chairs, including a couple of broken pieces, a couple of like empty crates, just sort of like a little bit of like garbage or whatever, sort of all crammed into this corner. And then there's a table next to it, which is next to a window, that as Orin sits down next to it is missing a small chunk, and there's a crack in it.
Excellent. I will.
Yes, and real quick, so Tarkus, Roland, Zoran, Tuctrin as well, I assume. Tuctrin usually guards everybody.
Yeah, I'm there.
Hello, Dom.
Picks up the menu and is transported back to the culinary delights that he recalled of his last stop in.
Huh?
As he looks down the wine list and sees the Willowbank Red, a deep, earthy wine with notes of berry and oak. The Sunlit White, a bright, citrusy wine, perfect for warm afternoons. Or River Reed Whiskey, perhaps, if you're looking for something a little stronger. Maybe up Tuctrin's alley, smoky, sharp, and known to burn twice. Or the Ferryman's Flask, a mysterious house blend. No two pours taste the same. There's also a number of specialty drinks, and you also recall all of the wonderful food and fare that they had at this place. And now it's all sort of starting to come back to you, of how you came here and enjoyed everything, from the River Warden stew to the honeyed goat cheese and fried minnow bites. It was a delicious time when you were here. The Blackwater Stout, in particular, for those who are drinking things a bit heartier. And I'm sure at least one of you sampled the honey oat cakes for dessert at the end of your meals. Maybe it was Grey Ash when he was sitting with that family.
I think Roland would have definitely drunk a stout, because that's like a Guinness. Oh, what is this? Stout.
So, like, a 17-year-old or 16-year-old boy comes, like, walking over to you, and he's got, like, dirty clothes, like a rag hanging between, like, off his belt. Like, looks like he could not. There's no place on earth he would rather not be than where he is right now. Comes over to your table. He says, "Yeah, what do you want?"
I'll take 2 whiskeys and some meat.
A small barrel of stout.
Please.
Bottle of wine. The red.
You got it. He sighs and walks off, like shuffling his feet as he goes. One of the thug mercenary guys who's like the guards, like smacks him on the back of the head as he walks by to the behind the bar to put your order in. Yeah, go ahead, Dom.
Say anything.
So the bard is still playing poorly, right?
Yeah.
Does he generally just look kind of disinterested, basically?
No, I wouldn't say the bard is disinterested. I would say that the bard is drunk.
Perfect.
He seems to be trying really hard.
Does he have like a hat out or like a bucket for coins, or?
Yes,
or is he
he's
like a house guy?
There's a kind of beaten up, it looks like him, like sort of courtly hat, like beaten up courtly hat, sitting on, sitting out there in front of him. There's a few copper pieces, and there's like a little wooden raised stage there, that he's sort of sitting on. He's kind of half sitting on a stool. He kind of sort of gets up. He's got this little harp that he's playing. Yeah, he's got this little harp that he's playing. What's the it's not harp, it's like a harp.
Lyre?
Harpsichord?
Is that the
lyre?
lyre? Is it lyre? Yeah, like he's got a lyre.
Yeah.
The lyre is
Did
the
you say
small one,
stringing
yeah.
us along?
Yeah, so he's playing the lyre.
Oh God, string us
And-
along. Come on, man.
And
Come
he's
on,
like, what's that?
Luke said he's stringing us along.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
That
A
was
liar.
pretty quick.
string us
That did not
along.
go unnoticed, Luke.
That is gold, man.
That's XP, that is.
Yeah, that's 100 XP right there. I'm gonna try to give you more XP little things like that to encourage people to roleplay because I feel like you should get more of that and it's fun.
So what I want to do.
In fact, David, take 100 XP for Grey Ash just doing crazy stuff.
What I want to do
Just
is I
getting away
want
on your
to go over to the bard while I'm waiting on the drinks and the food to come. And I'm going to look down, just kind of glance down and see how much money is in this hat of his. Probably just a few copper or...
Yeah, so there is
32.
there's 2 silver pieces actually. No, yeah, 2 silver pieces and 5 copper.
Okay. I'm just going to look at them and I'm going to...
Dwarf, let me play you a song on my lyre. No one else here appreciates it, but I can see you will.
I'm going to say,
It's
and I
called
will.
The Dwarf on the Mountain High.
And play it loud and play it long as we are here. And I drop a gold piece in and I walk away. I show him the gold piece and I drop it in the hat.
Did you just effectively load up the same song on the jukebox 25 times in a row?
I sure as fuck did.
How much money did you put in?
One
Since
gold.
you've been gone, since you've been gone 25 times.
Because it's gonna make a lot of noise and it's gonna agitate the right people.
Okay, well. He sings the song. It's loud. And it's bold. And the lyrics go like this. In the roots of the world where the cold winds cry, lives a stout-hearted dwarf where the peaks scrape sky. With a hammer of steel and a beard like night, he carves out his legend by firelights. Oh, sing for the dwarf in the mountain high, where the anvils ring and the sparks all fly. With a tankard raised to the stone and sky, we live, we fight, we never die. Through tunnels deep where the shadows creep, past veins of gold in Earth's dark keep. With brothers beside him, shield to shield, no fear in the hearts, no ground we yield. Oh, sing for the dwarf in the mountain high, where the anvils ring and the sparks all fly. With a tankard raised to the stone and sky, we live, we fight, we never die. And it continues on. And I might do some more if we need it.
I quite like that. That was really good.
I like that a lot. And so what I'm gonna do...
I'll have a copy of that fucking
is
on my wall, man.
So as
Right.
he's going, I'm into it. I'm singing it in that low dwarven tone. I'm got a rhythm banging on the table, kind of a thing.
So good.
And
It's
what I'm going to
so
do
good.
is
He rolled a 1 on his check, so.
yes. So what I'm going to do is I don't know if it matters, but he rolled a 1. I'm impressed this guy knows this dwarven song so well. And he's not a dwarf, right? He's
No, he's so
half elf or
he might be a quarter elf. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
like he's got it. You can maybe see a little
Right.
elf in him. But it's,
I know like a lot of half elves became bards because of
Mhm.
but
and he
his-
looks like he's very drunk, and you notice like now that you kind of look at him because he's just like drawn in and like there's something mad, like you cannot believe that this is coming out of his mouth right now.
right.
He's got, and you notice like now you're kind of like looking at him, like you can see like he's got a couple of like maybe like a couple day old like yellowing bruises like on his face. You notice that like as he is like singing the song, a couple times he winces, like he puts a hand to ribs.
Right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to first I'm going to cast Bless on all friendly creatures within 50 feet. Right? So it's
Everybody is friendly.
Well, it's going to be, but I get to pick. It's going to be all of us and him. So I'm going to cast a Bless spell. And then I'm going to walk over to him and congratulate him on his song. And I'm going to offer him a blessing and see if he wants it. And I'm going to try to offer him a Dwarven blessing. After I've already cast the Bless spell and included him in it. Unless he wished to resist it somehow.
Tarkus is paying attention because this is different.
All right. He says, "You're too kind, sir." He sounds drunk again, like when he finishes the song. Well, here, let me read the last lyric of it, and then you can.
Yeah.
We'll go out with it. And he says, he sings his final chorus. "So sing for the dwarf in the mountain high, where the anvils ring and the sparks all fly. With a tankard raised to the stone and sky, we live, we fight, we never die. When the ale runs dry and the fires grow low, still the mountain stands and the deep halls glow." Nobody gives a shit about dwarves.
I'm gonna cast a healing spell on him.
Somebody, you see like okay, you're going over to cast a heal spell. Like you're walking up to him to cast a heal spell. He kind of scowls towards the direction of the heckling, but then he sees you moving towards him and he smiles because you see like a sense of recognition that he's done something like, that he's had like one of his truly great performances like in this weird place, and there's like one person who actually fucking appreciates it, and then a mug of ale goes flying at him.
That's okay.
And fucking smacks him right in the face. The glass just bursts, the glass of it just
that is perfect.
It's everywhere.
So all right. So that hits him. I'm just gonna glance back real quick as I'm walking to see if I could just kind of ascertain where it came from, like a guy laughing or something that doesn't have a mug in front of him.
Tarkus
can I tell who threw it?
Tarkus saw it. I'll point him out. Don't worry.
Right, but I'm just
go ahead and let's everybody make a perception check, but Amanda, make a observation roll for Zoran.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 3.
I observed a 1.
Correction, Tarkus saw nothing.
Gray Ash, somehow, from across the river, he's like, "Wait a second. Something important is happening over there."
The ogre's still reaching full.
These are two really, really interesting side things happening at the same time. I'm actually really into this. All right, so who made it? Who didn't? Okay, so Tarkus, the only one, didn't make it.
I made it.
And somebody got a 3 and a 5. Like there were some pretty good scores.
I got a 3.
I got a 5.
5.
I made it by 7.
Oh, that's awesome. So Roland and Tuctrin.
And I never make perception checks.
So Tuctrin notices, Roland and Tuctrin notice that okay. Actually, so Tuctrin, like he's walking over and he starts to consider like, reaching out to Clangeddon, and bringing forth the powers of his might to heal this bard. And he has this moment because I mean he's a guardian, so like he has this moment where he just realizes something is about to happen, and he turns and sees this guy like rear back and just fucking throw this mug like clearly through the crowd. Tuckton sees and the mug is like spinning and little bits of splattering out as it's going, and then just crashes into him. Sees the whole thing happen. Lynn's somebody who has had to do crowd control before. He notices like he kind of gets a view of everything and sees that there's like as like he was kind of started noticing like some strangeness and started paying attention when Tuckton first went to the bard, and then like he started paying attention to it, and then like as soon as Tuckton started walking to the bard, like right near the end of the song, a couple of guys started like getting up from their chairs and like moving, trying to be inconspicuous about it. But Roland notices that they're kind of like trying to surround the stage and where Tuckton is sort of walking, and Zoran notices that while the song is going on and as Tuckton starts approaching, there's two of these like guards. Well, no, a guard and a mercenary type looking guy. And they're whispering back and forth.
I hear noise.
All right, go ahead.
Because now I know that's what Rob is looking for when he makes those faces.
You're cutie.
Yes. 74. Damn, actually missed it by 4.
Oh, okay. So you can't hear him, but one of the guys says the guard says something to the other guy, and he kind of gives just like a quick nod, and he slips out the front door.
I do have read lips proficiency, if that helps.
Wow.
Sure. Give it a go.
Cool. Why not?
When else would you use it? Lipneck.
Yeah.
When you
that I got. Yes. 14.
He says, go tell, and you can't really, it's a name, which, so like, if you don't, it's a series of movements of lips that don't make any sense to Zorn because it's like but he says, go tell, we're going to need, this is going to be a problem and we're not going to be able to handle. And the guy nods and then goes running off. He says some sort of name, but like, it's just not a name, a proper name. So
yeah. I sort of nudge Roland, they're going to have reinforcements coming.
Like them as they come. So.
All right, so let's go ahead and do some declarations. I'm going to start with Dom and Tuctrin because that just happened. He kind of set this whole thing up. So, Dom, what is Tuctrin doing?
I am going
to do with the heal spell. Do you want to do?
No, I'm going to heal. So I'm going to continue to walk over to him, pick him up, and cast the heal spell on him. And I'm going to say something to him.
Okay. And what about let's go to Roland because he made his. Zorn and Roland are kind of on two sides of the spectrum. So let's see what Roland's going to do. Roland's the chaos and that runs in, and Zorn's the chaos maker that hides on the edges.
I'm sweet and innocent.
I'm wondering, I'm not going to draw my sword. I'll just stand up and put my back to the wall and really taking the situation.
Okay.
A curse to the illusionists. It really got me fucking fucked up.
I love that. What about Zorn then?
I'm gonna basically keep an eye on through the crack in the window to try to see what's gonna show up, and hopefully not
Yeah.
get ambushed.
Okay. And then Luke finally doesn't really know what's going on, but then all of a sudden, beer mug breaks over the face of this fucking bard. Actually, does Tarkus have? Go ahead, Tarkus.
Do I even know what's going on yet, or am I going to be stuck with a round of surprise?
I was going to say go ahead and make a charisma check for Tarkus.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't necessarily give this to anybody else, but Tarkus is sort of more cultured than most of the rest of the party, so.
Definitely.
Flying Colours made that one by 10.
Wow. Okay, so you like now that you've heard the song that he sang about the dwarves, you're thinking to yourself, is that Thorn of Mistwood Hollow? Like a famous bard.
Throw in some heraldry whilst I'm at it. How many people do they have following him?
He would know that shit though, wouldn't he? From attending dances and stuff.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like nobody else I feel like would even have a chance at knowing that, but like I could see Tarkus knowing that, right? Like that seems like a Tarkus thing.
He's got all the proficiencies for it, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. What's Tarkus gonna do?
I mean, I see badness happening. I'm stepping forward. I'm not going to draw a sword, but I will step forward and make my presence known because I'm in full armor. Everybody can hear me clattering around. Haha, let's go.
All right. Well, the moment has finally arrived. I can't believe it. We're like an hour, more than an hour and a half into the session here, and this is the first time that Dom is going to be rolling initiative tonight. So don't let us down, Dom.
All right, guys, here we go.
You tweet my average.
I believe in you, Dom.
It's an 8.
My belief
not
is
let us
misplaced.
down.
It's an 8.
We love you anyway.
I roll them all the time, especially on initiative.
He's got a debuff for somehow. We're too good.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, we're all blessed though. So that's a thing.
That's nice.
All right, so the mug hits the face. That maybe that's like the shit hits the fan, but in medieval times, the mug hits the face, and everything starts happening all at once, and quickly, these thugs that are in the tavern, the inn, start moving to surround Tuctrin. And yeah, let's see here, Tuctrin. Do you have any stone skins or anything like that on him right now, or does he?
Tuctrin doesn't have stone skin.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I haven't cast anyone else.
Age only, I think.
So Tuctrin's
I can
like getting ready to
cast
cast a
another
spell. He moves like towards
Yeah, because I got to get there first. I got to get there and help him up. So
like he starts to like pick him up, and the guy and like somebody goes like Tuctrin like looks and then looks back because he sees like the guy who threw the mug. He looks back at the bard. He goes to pick him up, and as he like reaches down to pick the guy up, somebody like a sword goes like stabbing overhead, like over his head. Like he just like moves down to pick up the guy, and like there's this sword, and you see his arm, and then the hand is like right over Tuctrin, and the sword slips free from the hand and just goes like tumbling onto like the stage behind because I rolled a 1, and the sword goes, and you can see this like this man like in a cloak, just like a thug, but you didn't notice him earlier, didn't notice him before, kind of like appears from somewhere in the tavern, but he goes stumbling past Tuctrin. So that was at That was at 7. Also at 7, the guys, the several of the guys who were like in the crowd, they like move up and they like legitimately body themselves into a half circle, like they make a ring around Tuctrin and the bard. Like they create an area, because Tuctrin's actually near the stage where it's kind of an open area already. So, they sort of like elbow and push people out of the way. Since they want initiative, they get there first, and they sort of like create this sort of like cordoned off area. And that's all they do for now. That was at that roll of 4, 7. Now is at 7, 8, 9. Anybody going 9, 10?
Yeah. Miscellaneous, any? Oh, no, it's 11. Sorry.
11. Then 11's fine. Equally good.
I punched the nearest foe.
All right. Yeah. So there's a half a dozen of these guards that have moved close to Tuctrin and the bard. And I don't know if we really necessarily need action music because they're not really attacking. So I'm going to kind of switch it back up a little here. We're going to keep the tavern music going.
Well, at the same time, Tarkus is going to yell, "If you're not involved in this, leave now."
I leave.
Very good.
What would be great is if we split the party into 3 sections. Okay, so the guys set up the cordon. The one guy tried to attack Tuctrin very poorly, and Roland goes to punch somebody in the face. Now there is half a dozen of these guards that are like, have surrounded like the area where Tuctrin and the bard are. But there's a couple of others that are closer to, like the bar and near tables and stuff. And Roland had moved back behind the wall. So he quickly moves over to the edge of the bar where he sees there's a guy like sitting at the bar who had like near his knees, but kind of well positioned because there's all that junk over there. He pulls a crossbow up from like at his floor, and he's like kind of like, in the corner. He's not in the shadows. He's not like a thief hiding in shadows. But he is in the corner, kind of in the shadows. There's a lot going on. Roland saw him, but he doesn't really notice Roland. He puts the crossbow to his shoulder, and he's like, you can see him sighting out Tuctrin. So go ahead and give an attempt for Roland to punch him in the face.
Yeah. Or the stomach, whatever. Okay.
Whatever.
Chaos dice. 1 sec. 1d20. Rolling. Oh no. 1d20. Try again. 19.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah. Hello?
19.
So yeah, see, I'm a
Trying to see if I can
million.
find the punching and wrestling chart from AD&D First Edition.
I was gonna say that. So you're gonna use this. You're gonna use the unarmed combat chart.
There's one in the Fighter's Handbook for 2nd edition, isn't there?
Yeah, but why would we use 2nd edition when we can use the more fucked up randomized 1st edition version?
Use the complete Gladiator's Handbook.
Those splat books were crazy, weren't they?
Yep.
Mega. Loads of them.
All right, so you rolled a 19. What's your added, everything added to it? What is it? Well, actually, 20 plus is a haymaker. So Roland just wails him with a fucking haymaker, just cracks him right across the head. Roll me percentile. You have a 10% chance to knock him out.
Don't you had your Ben Boss that? I don't know. 10%.
I don't know. Sure. Add the bend bars, lift gates to it.
Do you? I don't know. That was an old rule. You're the GM. So my bend bars is 25, so 35. 1d100.
Do you want me to add bend bars, lift gates to chances of people to knock you out, like giants?
Yeah, I think they should. To reflect fucking mega stunning blows.
Bend skull.
30.
Bend skull.
So if you use the rule,
Break
yeah, use
teeth.
KO.
I don't think I'm going to do that because I think that's really
Okay.
going to get you guys into a lot of trouble. Because every time a
Okay.
giant punched you, I'd be rolling a percentile to knock you guys out. And to be honest with you, it would have. And they can hit you pretty well, so you would be. It would really fuck you guys if we did that. I'll be honest with you. You'll never
No,
survive.
I've rolled a 30, so it would have been 10. No, but I'll probably jaw him.
Okay,
Anyway.
so but still, you do 2 damage plus your strength bonus. So what is that?
Hang on, strength is
Yes.
plus 11, so 12 damage.
So you do knock him unconscious, actually, regardless of the fact that you rolled KO. As the haymaker, the guy just is like, punch, and he bangs his head against the wall and just slides to the ground, the crossbow clattering to the floor. And
Across slide.
so that was at 11. Anybody else at 11? 12?
12. I'm still dividing my attention between out the window and what's going on here, but I still feel kind of raw about killing that dude before, so I draw an arrow, I knock it, I'm ready to shoot, but I'm not actually shooting.
Don't you have the blunted knockout?
I do,
arrows?
and if I do end up shooting, that's what I'm going to use,
Okay.
but I also don't want to escalate the situation.
Yes. Okay, so you looking out the window, you see the guy who went out. He's like jumped on a horse that was like, in the trough out front, and he goes
Actually,
galloping. Go
Can I
ahead.
shoot him?
It's a Sanchez ride away. You've got to let him ride away.
No, I'm going to shoot him.
Let him ride
You know,
away.
like in the westerns, when they jump onto the horse and ride off and the shit they go, and then they just pull the gun up at the last second. What's that all about?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, AC neg 10.
Okay. Oh God. Is this
Fucking hell.
regular? It's a regular arrow. So go ahead.
Yeah, this would be a regular. Yeah, I'm not worried about. I actually do want to stop him.
I mean, knocking him out would
9,
stop him.
Yeah, 9 points worth of arrow to the shoulder blades.
Does bless give you a bonus to damage or anything?
I don't think
Plus
so.
2 hits.
No, it gives you a
To hit and to morale saves, I think.
Yeah, saves
Yeah.
and hits.
Save.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the arrow hits him in the back. Reaches back as he's riding, looks back, and then he just he pulls the reins and goes.
Did he
zoom
pass
out.
his riding land base?
He's going to get 2 more at the end of this round. Yeah. Yeah, does he have to make a riding check?
I did. I actually did roll it. I was like, well, I'll just roll it and see, and he did make it. So.
Cool.
And I wasn't sure if I would even
Horse.
let it be that kind of a thing because, am I going to make it for you guys if you're riding on a horse? That
Fucking
anytime
hope
you
so.
get hit, I got to do a riding land base check for you.
Cass does it to me. You should.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, though, it should be a backstab.
Oh, excellent. Then, yeah, all right. Awesome sauce. Then that would be...
So actually, it's going to push. That's going to kill him then, because that should be a
times
backstab.
3 is 18 plus 18 plus 3 is
You only had 2
21.
more hit points. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So-
then yes.
Yeah, so he falls, same thing happened, but he just and then you could see from behind he's got his he looks down and then just falls off the horse, and the horse goes running off, and he just
He
collapses.
can't fall off the horse. He made his land run by his riding.
I don't attack the horse.
Sorry.
That would be maybe worse than killing the guy earlier.
Indeed.
As a ranger.
Yes.
All right, so the guy is dead out there. Let's go back inside. That was at 12. Anybody else at 12? 13.
13. My spell goes off.
Do it.
No, just healing. I'm healing the bard.
All right, so yeah, like as the magic courses through Tuctrin's meaty fists and he caresses his man's
No.
tender bits.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He's like, no. In all honesty, I mean, I'm sure like Tuctrin's like, is not like that at all. He's probably like, like we gotta get these
Slapping him
fucking
on the
bones
back of the
back in
head.
place, and just like
Well,
very-
no, I grab him by the forearm to pick him up from getting smashed with the thing, and my axe glows because it's my holy symbol, and I just lift him to his feet.
Yeah, and the energy surges between you to him, and you can see he like kind of like stands up straighter, and he kind of like touches his ribs and looks down at them, and he's kind of looking at you in awe. His eyes like clear up a little bit, and he's still kind of like drunk, but I'm just gonna sort of role play it that he, it sort of clears him up a little bit, and
I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna lift him up.
He says, "Thank you, dwarf. Thank you. I will not forget what you have done for me today."
It's time for you to write some better songs, of better stories, of better heroes. And then I turn around with my axe to find out who the hell swung a sword at me. Because I'm about to kill somebody.
I like it.
He says, "It is time to write a better song." And he picks up his lute and starts to inspire the party with his lute.
Yes.
Playing. All right, so
Epic bard companion acquired.
so that's kind of cool. I had no intention of it, but it's sort of working out that way. All right, the healing works well. You look around, you see the guy with the sword there. Oh, he had a sword. Now he's like looking at his hands emptily, and he's looking, wide-eyed at the massive behemoth that is Tuctrin. And now and even like the bard kind of like turns to him and puts the lyre up, and he's got a massive boost of confidence.
He's
you sort of more straight. I wish I could legally play like Master of Puppets or something like that.
Starts playing like Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. I am Iron. So that takes us to. Is anybody else not gone?
You get two-hand attacks, punching with fight level 9.
I've got
You're specialized.
No, you get you get punched with both hands.
Oh, that's right.
Because you can always punch with both hands.
Oh, that's right.
You get 2 attacks. And then actually, because you're over 7th level, I believe that even non-specialized in punching, you would get an extra punch at the end of the every other round, right?
Yeah, say 3 every 2 with
Because it's
anything.
non-specialized. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do your other attack, Chris. If you wanted to punch someone else, you have plenty of movement. So
Yep.
Aw. Yay.
An 18.
oh geez. This is Odin.
Best shoulder kitty.
Aye, lovely.
You're going to
that
knock
the
this
bitey
guy
one?
out finally.
No, that's
I like
potato.
it.
Oh, that's potato. Okay.
Yeah.
Potato
Odin is a lover, not a fighter.
That is true. He's very skittish too.
Yeah.
All right,
You've got
so
two
you crunch into another one. You run up behind another one. You rolled an 18.
Yep.
All right. Well, and then that's going to be above. So it's another haymaker with the other
This
fist.
time, a man goes to run past me, and I just stick my arm out. Like a ridge hand.
Look at yes.
Like the bastard.
Boom. All right, so
For
that
another
is
12.
another 12 damage. The guy goes. He fall. Like he had one of those things where he runs right into your arm and he goes falling, and it's one of those like where they fall faster than gravity can seem to take him. He falls so far to the ground, his head hits the wooden planks of the floor of the tavern. Quack, you hear, and he goes unconscious.
Yee. That's me done then.
All right, Zorin.
This time I am going to use the blunt arrows, since we seem to be committed to this fight. So I'm going to double tap the guy that just threw his sword away.
Double tap.
Double tap.
Right. Okay. Well, that one might not hit AC 1.
Oh, that'll hit. Yeah.
It does? Okay, then both of them hit. Awesome. And so, oh, wait.
He's wearing dark leathers.
So the blunt arrows.
Human.
So those are only, so that's going to be 10, 13, 16 points total between the two of bludgeoning. As I hit him with the big round ball, like with the effect, like basically balled or blunt arrows.
All right, like the first one like hits him in his ribs, and he kind of like you hear him go as the breath is knocked out of his lungs, and then he leans over, and then the second one just hits him kind of like right on the top of the head, and he takes a few steps, staggers back, and then collapses to the ground unconscious as well. And that is it for the round, unless anybody's got other end of the round actions. Okay. You hear the tavern keeper. A man comes out of the back, like out of the kitchen, and Tarkus probably remembers him best of all, but Roland would as well, knowing this isn't part of his realm, but still, he was feeling particularly keen on meeting the people. But this is the tavern keeper. You can see that, his eyes are red rimmed and he looks tired. He's lost weight. He was kind of a rotund man a year ago when you saw him. He's gone slender and more hollow-eyed. And he comes out and he's like, "Please, no, don't fight." And he's like yelling at the top of his lungs. All right, so next rounds, let's do some declarations.
So is this ring of people still surrounding?
Pick up somebody and throw them at the window.
Please don't destroy my bar.
Yeah, I mean, they're still around. That's what they did last round, is they created a ring around Tuktrin. Well, that means like the wall and then like a half circle, around Tuktrin, the stage, the bard, and then this one.
I'm tempted to try some crowd control right now.
Unconscious thief.
Do fun stuff.
Do it, man.
I'm just not sure how well it's going to work.
I wholeheartedly agree with Dom. Do fun stuff. Fun stuff is the best stuff.
I'm going to cast a spell, but it's going to take me an entire round.
Well,
if it goes off, then anybody attacking anybody will break the spell. It's great.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So that you're going to cast a spell. What's Tuktrin going to do there in the middle? He turns and sees there's the one guy who's unconscious. You can he catches a glimpse of Zorin as the guy falls. The guy who tried to attack Tuktrin with the sword. Tuktrin looks over at the sword now, like as he sees the guy go down, looks over, sees the sword next to him, and can see that it was clearly coated in some sort of substance. Who knows what it was exactly?
Right, and this guy's obviously dead, right?
Well, he was hit by blunted arrows, so he's unconscious.
Okay, but I don't know that he's not dead. He's out.
He's
not
completely
bleeding.
out. He's not bleeding, but Tuctrin definitely saw him get hit like directly in the top of his head by one of Zoran's blunted arrows.
Okay.
I'm sure that all the year that you've like been intersecting, you actually probably saw Zoran make those things.
Oh, yeah.
actually, because Zoran was
Right.
working on them
Okay,
for a while.
so it's safe to assume I know he's been KO'd,
yeah,
but I also know that his sword's coated with some kind of substance. Interesting.
the one
Okay.
that's been on the ground. Yeah.
What is the crowd surrounding me doing? Because that's going to affect my decision.
They seem they're all like guards. They look like guards. So they have swords, but they don't have them drawn. They have them, hands on hilts.
Okay. I'm going to do this if this is okay. I don't know if this will work movement action wise, so let me know. I want to go pick the sword up. I want to walk back over to the body of the guy who's laying there unconscious that tried to hit me with the sword. I'm just going to look at the guards and say, "You've been witness. He shouldn't be allowed to escape." And I take my big gauntleted boot and I break his legs.
Ooh.
I stomp him right dead in the kneecaps. So when he wakes up, he's going fucking nowhere.
I used to be an adventurer until I took a Tuctrin to the knee.
Man, this town has brought some shit out with you guys. And we're working through issues tonight. All right, Luke, what's Tarkus gonna do?
Cast a spell.
We cast the spell. That's right. What's Roland gonna do now?
Throw the nearest person out the window.
Oh, that's right. It's Zoran. No, I'm just kidding. That is the nearest person, really.
I'm aerodynamic.
You're
for
literally
flying
next
pleasure.
to the window. And what is Zoran gonna do?
I've got another blunted arrow drawn and ready, but I'm specifically not. I'm going to delay my action until somebody else takes a hostile action, or until one of the bad guys takes a hostile action.
All right, let's
Yeah, if this can de-escalate, I'm on board with
Luke,
that.
why don't you roll initiative this time, because you have something especially cool going on, so we'll put it all on you.
Awesome. Can I roll 7d10 so I've got advantage? That's a 6.
7d10.
All right, so 6, 7, 8.
What did we roll?
6.
9, I throw somebody.
All right, at 8, the tavern keeper, the innkeeper, let's call him. We'll call him Gunther, the innkeeper.
I like it.
Gunther goes running into the middle, his bald pate dripping with sweat, his face red. Again, hollow-eyed, and he says, "Please, no, don't fight!" He runs literally right to the area adjacent to where Tuctrin, he's on the outer circle. He's he's pleading to the the guards that are surrounding Tuctrin, and then he turns around and he's looking through the crowd. He kind of finally picks out Zoran. He says, "Don't fire your arrows, please!" And he sees Roland about to pick somebody up. "Stop killing people!" All right.
Pacifist of the year over here.
Okay, so that was at 8. And 9, 10.
10.
I throw somebody out the window.
Is that at 9? Was that throwing at the window? Yeah, so 9 first. So you go grab a one of the remaining guards and throw him out the window. Okay.
A total of 11 plus 5, 16 plus bless, 17. That's
Take is probably 11. So yeah, so you do it. So you grab the guy. Well, I guess technically you would have to. Well, no, fuck it. You grab the guy and you just manhandle body, throw him out of the fucking window. Zoran's like, like he looks over his shoulder as like, the body goes flying and, pummels and tumbles outside into the street. There's like, the guys who were like bowling, there's like a couple of them over there. Like they just like have like a ball. One guy's got like a ball in his hand. He's like, what's going on here? And, and you can see like out in the street, there's like, somebody's walked over and they're like, one of the guards is like looking at the guy who's on the ground. He's like, looking down. He's kind of like looking around and he starts like rifling through the pockets of the guy that Zoran killed that's in the street. Right, so, that was at what? Like 9, 10?
9. 10, I'm ready to shoot, but like I say, I'm holding against hostilities from the bad guys.
10, I'm breaking legs.
Oh my god, legs break.
Crazy pie.
I mean, you don't even need to roll to hit. He's unconscious and you're not in active melee. So you just crush his legs, hobbling.
Ow.
It's like that scene
He's
in
a cleric. He can fix it if he chooses.
I keep forgetting this magic.
I don't know. Would he ever be quite the same? So there's like a little grunt. You hear a little grunt from the unconscious man as you break the break the legs. And let me roll a morale check for the the guys that have made the ring around Tuctrin. One of them goes, I don't know about you, but I did not sign up for this shit. And another one of them says, agreed. They're not paying us nearly enough for this. And the two guys, like, they put their hands up and just start backing away from Tuctrin.
I sort of gesture with
between
the
you and him. You won't find any interference from us.
Yeah, I sort of gesture with the knocked arrow like in a shoe, like shoe.
Yeah, they start moving out towards the door. The other guys start moving towards the door too. Is anybody going to try to stop them?
Not right now. I'm not.
A wall decoration at one of them.
Like an old, trumpet. It's like covered in dust.
Yeah.
Dude, straight up Roland is like a freaking rowdy Irishman, man.
I always think of Roland as more Scottish, honestly.
Or Scottish, either one. Am I wrong, Luke?
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead and I'm just gonna give you a chance. Like, they're moving out, so go ahead and do a roll to hit.
Oh, I'm not so good at that. It maybe bounces off the wall. Hang on. A 7, I get no bonus to hit for thrown stuff. And my THACO's 12. So what's that? 7, 3, 5. I'm class 5.
I mean, you get your strength bonus.
Yeah, on a thrown attack. I'm class 0 then?
Yeah, it hits the guy.
Bonk.
How much damage?
The brass trumpet do?
How much damage?
Yes.
We'll say it's a D3.
Okay, D3.
D3, rusted trumpet.
For 3. That's like, plus, was it 11? 14. Yeah. Bonk.
Okay. Yeah, so you kill the man.
Oh.
With the trumpet. Good lord.
He's like backing away, and the trumpet just fucking hits him right in his mouth, just like pierces him through the back of his throat, and he's just, you just see, the last thing you see is this like trumpet horn extending out from the front of his face, and he just collapses to the ground. The trumpet's pointing in the air.
That's not going to do the trumpet any good.
And then
it blew him away.
Gray ash flies in the air above the wagon, which he has overtaken 30 feet ahead of them. Many are slowed. fallen down to the ground. One of the men was thrown far from the wagon. The others seem to have kept their wits to stay strong and upright. What's Grayash going to do?
I'm wanting the ogre.
Wanding the ogre.
That's that.
Some people have to pay extra for that.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Classy.
Like most of the guys are slowed, but I think the ogre isn't. So where's my D10 gone?
The ogre is not slowed. The other guy is slowed. The two guys
That's
off
a one again. You're gonna make me stop rolling initiative. I rolled a 1.
Oh, fuck you, man. All right, you're first.
Okay, save versus wand.
That's the fucking ogre. All right, well, this die has been rolling really low tonight, so I'm going to use this one for the... God damn it.
Okay.
No, wait. Actually, he did make... What am I talking about? I rolled a 16. That's good for saving throws. He made it.
Yeah, that's good.
What am I thinking? I was like, oh, wait, I want to roll low. But no, I didn't want to roll low. That's what the thing was. I legitimately wanted to roll low. That's why the die rolled high. I just need to trick myself every time.
You've got
Nothing
into reverse
happens.
land? Wow.
Nothing specific happens?
Nothing happens at all.
Nothing at all? Oh, was it a wand of paralyzation?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
So the ogre, magic no hurt me, but spear hurt you, and he throws the spear up at you, which bounces off of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, we got to do because you're still 30 feet up, so
I guess
so it comes towards you. The shield deflects it away, and then it sucks it back into you.
Okay.
Because you're the closest person. You're the only one within 15 feet of you.
I guess I'll move within 30 feet of the ogre.
You got to move within
wanding
15
him again.
feet of the ogre if you want your shield to work.
Okay.
You've got to remove
Yeah,
it
okay.
within arm's reach.
15 feet isn't arm's reach. That's like 3 people whole distance.
Did I mention this guy has 12 feet arms?
He's an ogre.
Stretch Armstrong. I go 12.1 feet away from him.
Man.
All right. So he throws the spear, and then the other guy that's slowed, he still throws the spear. He can throw the spear, so he throws it as well. And another
like
stone
minus. Well, yeah, doesn't matter because minus. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd take a stone skin away anyway.
So
So
annoying.
I know, I love it. There's the other two guys that are on
Buff stone skin.
the ground who are on the back of the wagon who managed to safely kind of leap to their feet as the wagon crashed. And the two of them go running off into the forest.
Huh. Away from town, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
one in each direction. In either direction.
Of course, so
They
convenient.
confer for a moment, and then they run in opposite directions.
Okay.
So that's the end of the round. So what do you want to do next, Grash?
Okay, I will be trying to cast a spell again, I guess. Well, it's actually an actual spell this time.
All right.
I love how Grash did
3,
giving them
so I'm
absolute
going on
hell.
5.
All right, you're first.
I tell the ogre a joke.
Is this Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter?
It is Tasha's.
What's the joke, David?
Why did the ogre cross the road?
Brilliant.
Let's see here. I'll give you a good joke.
To find another ogre. It doesn't matter how bad the joke is. It works.
He had his dick caught in the chicken, obviously.
He was stapled to a giant.
There you go.
Usually Grey Ash doesn't get to unleash all of his power.
Because the tavern on the other side had a sign that said "Free villagers with every ale."
And if the human's within 30 feet of
God,
him,
I would say, why did the ogre cross the road? He forgot. I mean, because they're dumb. Hey.
So the save for this is dependent on the creature's intelligence.
Ooh.
Alright, so his okay, I think I got his intelligence here. There's no chance that they give the intel. Oh yeah, intelligence. Okay, 8.
Save with -4 penalty.
Jesus Christ, it's probably gonna fail then. Yeah, he failed for sure.
Nice.
Is the slowed guy within 30 feet?
Isn't he like paralyzed?
Actually, you can still attack this round. They can still attack this round.
All right,
It's
well,
next round. It's the next round. Yeah, but they start chuckling this round, but they can still attack next round. They can't do anything.
All right. Well, spears go flying up at you, and you lose 2 more stone skins.
Yeah. Was the guy within range?
30 feet, 15 feet. Yeah. Does
30
it
feet,
affect more than one?
One or more creatures in 30
standing
cubic
next to
feet.
each other. They're standing next to each other on top of the wagon.
Okay. Yeah, I can do 1 creature for every 3 levels. Oh, shit. Wild magic. 18. No, no wild magic. Okay, it's fine.
All right, let's see here then.
Okay, so the next round, they
So it's
both
I'm sorry, just to confirm, it's a minus what to the save? 3 or 4?
It depends on the intelligence. So 8 to 12 is -4.
So the guard is average intelligence. So
That's the 8 to 12
yeah.
-4.
Okay. -4. Okay. So let's see. Fails versus spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they're both, and they both start kind of like laughing, and they're like looking at each other like oddly, and then laughing, and they can't sort of stop. And when you see someone laughing, it like makes you laugh more, and they're just like it's starting to catch on. All right. So then they throw spears up at you, which take off those skins.
I have 1 remaining stone skin. Next round, neither of them can do anything. Because they're on the floor laughing their asses off.
All right, well then that's this round. So they fall to the ground. They just like one like the guy puts his hand like way up, and the ogre's like, it's like, and he just like he literally collapses to one knee, then the other. Then the 2 of them are just like rolling, dying of laughter.
As I'm having fun with all my spells here, as they're both on the ground, unable to do anything this and the next round, I'll cast monster summoning. So the laughing creatures on the ground get hoarded by a swarm of creatures that I will roll for.
Sturges! Oh,
I could do
Sturges!
monster summoning.
4
2.
hobgoblins.
So we're on land D12. I'm gonna have to roll. So just one.
The GM is supposed to do the summoning, but I think he just trusted you.
Lizard man again. Oh my god. It's another lizard man. How many do I get? 1d6 lizard men. 6 lizard men up here.
Wow.
And start attacking these.
Jesus Christ, who's the villain?
What?
Come forth,
15.
my lizard people, so that I may command you to do my bidding and kill everyone that's here.
So the guy is slowed and immobilized. The ogre's immobilized, and 6 lizard men start
Yeah, they
Cutting
start
into them.
they start ripping these two helpless, cackling creatures,
Love to see it.
these villains, and they're laughing, which mingles with their screams into this horrifying cacophony of sound echoing through the forest. And a
Did we hear that back at
a
the?
smile begins to creep up on Grey Ash's face as lizard men minions enact his will of death and destruction.
I get too. It's just too funny. It's just too funny.
Yeah, they're
I'm
not
not
gonna.
chaotic evil, I swear. I'm chaotic good.
All right, so they are dead. You have
Mhm.
successfully fought off the slavers who were trying to get rid of. These are trying to take away these hapless victims from the town. It looks as though threats of reinforcements, at least on this particular side of the battle, were overblown as no one ever seems to come. Grey Ash plays it safe, plays it careful. Fortunately, in the crash, the way that the slaves were packed into the wagon,
Oh no.
there's some bumps and bruises, but the people were just Grey Ash, like looking down there. It doesn't look like anybody. They're kind of like looking. They've got their
I'll try to
faces
get
up
them,
against
help
the
them
bars.
out.
You're gonna go take them out.
Yeah. And once I get them out, I want to be like, I want to try and think of a way to
Grey
help
Ash,
people.
it's me, Grey Ash, it's me, it's Reginald, and here's
Yes,
Victoria.
I recognize you. What the hell's going on here?
I don't know what's happening. And just days ago, these ogres came and giants, Johann, they call him. Everything
Johann.
changed overnight. Victoria says, he's the more emotional of the two of us. He is right. We were enjoying our usual Tuesday evening meal at the inn, and Gunther was opening a particularly lovely vintage of Greyhawk Red, and then before we knew it, these so-called guards came into town, said they were restoring some sort of new order, but first we didn't know what to expect. We did what they told us to. We didn't know. And the man and the woman hug each other. Others are staggering out of the cages.
Glad they got you in time. The rest of my party are still in town. I'd like to let them know what happened here, but I also don't want to leave you out here by yourselves. Over.
You hear, you won't have to leave them by themselves. And you can see that there's a group of half a dozen dwarves that are they're like chained 2 to 2 now. They've broken off a few. Now they're kind of moving over to you, and they're sort of getting ready to work on the rest of them. There's a couple of, you can see some broken manacles and chain pieces. Amongst the 6 of them, they have a couple of swords. One's got a dagger. There's some blood splatters on their faces. It looks like they might have taken care of the 2 guards that have the sort of, overseers that had them working the ferry, taking advantage of the distraction that Grey Ash had caused to overthrow their oppressors, you might say.
Good work.
Yeah, good work on you. Good work for you. That was some amazing wizard stuff. Like the other dwarves are like, yeah, I never seen wizard stuff like that. That guy's friends with Doctrine Beauregard. Another guy says, yeah, he's not quite as cool as amazing as Doctrine, but he's pretty good for an elf.
Thank you.
But yeah,
I'll
the
trust you to
people
watch over these people.
I love it too because like I can imagine like Grey Ash is like floating slightly off of the ground just because
Yeah.
you know. Look, the town isn't safe right now, says the one of the dwarves.
Hmm. Well,
We can't take these people back. He says, look, we were all slaves just moments ago.
if I know my people, if there's any trouble in that town, they'd have started it by now.
Yeah.
He says, Orin, Throth, let's go ahead and form up around here. We'll block this area off. We can use the wagon. We'll protect it for now. Call this a little bit of a base camp on the outside of town. The others nod.
I don't think I can.
He says, another one says, is Doctrine with you?
Yeah, he's in the town. They went into the bar the last I saw.
They all look at each other. Doctrine Beauregard. Like they're all like kind of talking back and forth, like in awe.
Doctrine's got fans.
Take care. We'll try to be back as soon as possible. Find out what's going on here.
Reginald says, are you planning on trying to take the town back? You and your companions?
They're working with giants and ogres, certainly.
No, why? We've set up such a nice life here. You know this, Grey Ash. All I wish to do is spend my days studying the great wizards, such as yourself, even.
Well, Roland is the local lord of these lands now. We won't be having slavery going on if we can stop it.
Now go, you go, Grey Ash. Don't let Reginald's sappiness keep you here. You have things you must do.
Thank you.
We will make ourselves useful.
I fly back across the river, probably seeing the reinforcements that have been called rolling towards the cat tavern from afar.
Don't worry.
Yeah, so this is perfect. All right, so the battle is like wrapping up in the tavern. Grey Ash begins to fly back. Zoran takes a look back out the window. The doors sort of like to the inn have like swung open. The afternoon light pouring in. You know what? We're getting close to the end of the session. We're not going to be able to finish what's going to happen next. So you know what we're going to have to do?
Skip Tarkus's whole spell thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right.
the spell.
The spell.
Oh,
It still happened at the end of the round.
But did it?
Well, did it?
Well, I don't know.
It went running.
Yes.
Did you want to still do it?
I mean, two of them went running, is what I heard, not the rest of them.
Oh no, they are all back. They all are gone. They're all like getting out of there.
I'll save that particular little nicety for another little surprise for the DM later.
I love it. All right.
Prize spells.
As Grey Ash makes his swiftly zooms across the river, taking in the sight of what has happened and getting the first opportunity to see what is just now moving into town from the east. We need to see what the weather's looking like.
I was gonna say giant, but
Good
I
stuff.
guess the weather.
Why am I reminded of the
weather is a
Welcome to
giant.
Night Vale podcasts pausing for the weather?
Right, so let's check out the weather now. So, okay, so we've got, this is planting. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the cloud cover is. Why don't we start, since Gray Ash is in fact the one flying over, why don't we go ahead and roll a percentile, David, and we'll see what the cloud cover is looking like.
Percentile. What percentiles? 72. Oh no, 79.
Oh my goodness, you guys. It's cloudy again. You know what that means? Chance of precipitation.
Chance of meatballs.
42% chance of precipitation. Let's see if we are going to come up with that number. David, is it raining? Oh, actually, precipitation can mean a lot.
5.
5%?
5%. It's raining. Let's go.
Precipitation.
It becomes, what is it raining?
Have to find out, but in order to find out what is coming out of the sky, we need to find out the temperature. So let's first roll the high temperature for today. We're probably at peak heat right about now. Earlier in the day, it was much colder, though. Let's see how much colder it was earlier in the day.
I do love here's Bob with the weather.
Somebody roll me a D8.
To people like you, what causes unrest?
2.
Oh, he's got it. 2.
Okay, hold on. I want to make sure that I give our British audience all the benefits of using Celsius as well as Fahrenheit. So that was it. You said a 2?
Yes, sir.
So it was actually a fairly mild day today with a 46 degree Fahrenheit low. That was in the morning. That's about 8 degrees Celsius. So cool, but nice, right? Pretty nice. However, that was a long time ago, or much earlier in the day. We're in the peak heat of mid-afternoon cloud cover, which is, somebody roll me a D10.
I'm patting the cat.
80. Or 8.
I was like, wow, that's a good D10 you got there.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, we have a high temperature going on right now of 66 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. But the real question we all have got, and I know everybody watching at home is really interested in, what is the precipitation? Because it is, in fact, precipitating.
Frogs.
All right, so
It's raining fucking scorpions.
Mm-hmm. Centipedes. Fish.
Okay.
Worms.
So,
Sausage.
David, roll me percentile. Last time we had fog.
1.
Oh, 1?
1.
Oh, boy.
No way.
What was it?
Well, it can't be. I don't even know what you're supposed to do if it doesn't. Because you can't have a heavy blizzard right now.
I mean,
it's cold enough. It has a
heavy
max
blizzard.
temperature of 10 degrees is when you can have a heavy blizzard. So go ahead and we'll have to re-roll. It doesn't say what you're supposed to do.
Freak weather. 31.
All right, that's more like it.
That just means there's a white dragon that shows up and the temperature instantly drops and there's a blizzard.
I activate Melinora's Dragon Orb.
So,
Bad Melanora.
Good Melanora. Well,
You
neutral
win.
Melanora.
Yeah, I was gonna say win.
Elegantly neutral Melanora.
So the clouds cover the sky, casting everything in a gray light. further enhanced by a light fog that seems to cling at the edges of town and in the little batches of trees here and there, and seems thickest in the east. Yeah, the direction that Grey Ash is traveling. Zoran is looking out the window to see the calamity in the streets when the mists begin to part a bit. The fog begins to part a bit, and a creature begins to emerge. Two creatures, in fact. A mighty, oversized man, over 20 feet tall, bigger than any hill giant you've seen before. His skin, a slightly tinted blue, icy in complexion. His beard long and blonde. A helm with massive rhino horns at either side. A huge beast's cloak whipping in the wind behind him as he moves into town, holding a massive axe that you're pretty sure no one could hold in one hand, yet he holds aloft. But he does not walk into town. Oh no. He rides upon a great mammoth.
Wow.
Elephants larger than anything you've ever heard of in the storybooks. Many of you have probably never even seen an elephant.
A mastodon.
Thing is shaggy, hair covered, huge curling tusks. It rises into the air, making, I don't know what do they sound like elephants?
I'm just thinking about them tusks on my wall. Sorry.
JB's Jolly Bandits! Come and face me, Big Johan, for this town is mine, and you are not welcome.
Classic.
And we'll go ahead and stop right there, I think. I think that's perfect. A perfect place to stop. Oh, Big Johan and JB's Jolly Bandits.
Yeah,
I mean, until you guys come up with a better name, that's happening.
Well, we're going to come up with a better name before next game, and there's only one problem with this Johan guy. He's carrying my axe.
Oh, damn. It's a pretty great axe, I'm not going to lie. Well, that was really fun. I know we were separated. For me as a DM, though, I was involved in all of it, so I thought it was awesome. You guys did great. So there wasn't a ton of monster XP to have, and the only monsters that were fought don't have hit dice related to them. That would be anybody else would get, because none of you were fight. Like Grey Ash doesn't get hit dice XP. So the ones in the tavern, you'll get hit dice for those guys.
I would argue that we defeated all of them.
Yeah, so I'm going to say you defeated them all. So let's see, there was 4th, 3rd, and 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 24 hit dice for the tavern then. And
But if we killed the messenger, how did you know
1750 divided by 5 is...
Did you kill the messenger?
I killed the messenger, but
Yep.
that might not have been the only messenger.
That was not the only messenger. That's why. There was a messenger sent after Zoran had hit the guy with a shitload of fucking arrows. So they were actually on the way when they sent the other messenger, but those guys didn't know that. So I was just trying to play it like it would have been realistic, you know. But it was still really cool, actually. So it's 1,675 XP for like enemies defeated in the tavern, and Grey Ash is going to gather all the XP for the other.
Nice.
So that is 2,275, and then I'm going to give everybody a blanket 1,500 just for good role play. I feel like if this place feels so real and so big, thanks to the great
1,600.
1,500 extra.
Yeah, but what was the tavern?
1,675.
And it was how many? 24 it dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
7.5 for the tavern. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, that was fun, guys. I can play again next week. If you guys can play, I can play.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town
next week. Right. So Amanda's out. Do we want to do something else, you guys? I mean, I know Chris has been itching for some Cyberpunk.
Zoran doesn't really do much in this campaign anyway.
But no, if y'all want to play without me, I'm not going to.
No, we're not playing. We're not playing this campaign without anybody.
Yeah.
Actually, we could do Dom's Western.
Ooh. Dom, would you be up for that?
Yeah, we could finish that out because I mean, we literally are at the last session. I mean, we're right there.
That would be perfect. That would be amazing.
Yeah, because he didn't get many opportunities. He only did, I had 3 or 4, and he only had 1, I think. So the Doms, and then we get another opportunity.
And it'll finish it off. It'll finish off the storyline, which has been really fun. You've got great coming soon to a game shop near you. You know, we're playtesting. We gotta. You couldn't meet with me and Amanda recently, but we got to sit down and I'll talk because we have some thoughts.
Maybe before or after the game on Saturday.
I couldn't do after, but if you guys could get here a little early, we could. But Dom is Dom coming?
I don't know yet. I'm still up in the. I still have a lot of stuff going, and it depends on what other things happen. Kind of in a chain reaction.
No pressure. It sounds like you got a lot on your plate right now. So
yeah, it's been a crazy week. Also,
crazy month, 2 months.
Yeah. So we're working 2 jobs. It's like I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So
thank you for playing.
And I gotta be up for a blood test because I'm actually doing a medical study. I'm involved in a medical study for cancer. So I've got to give 8 vials of blood in the morning.
I try to avoid. I mean, I never give blood. Yeah. They have to take it by force.
So, but at some point we have to start the next, and this would be interesting. Then the third and final starter adventure for Conan.
Yes,
I want to do Conan, and I want to finish actually, I wouldn't even want to just finish. I'd love to keep going with Legend of the Five Rings. I think
exactly
a couple of really good games going. We haven't. But we're not.
I'll tell you what I could run next week if Dom wants a bit of a pressure break. I have loads of one shots, which are like storyteller role playing games, and 2 are called The Games of Dread. The storyteller, so we all play the same characters at once, and it moves along, and everybody dies.
I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, where you guys are at with the Western adventure, if you just go to one direction, which is going to take you to basically the end, you can finish in probably an hour or 2, to be honest. I mean, you're kind of right there. There's a longer way you could take that's going to give you a lot more story. And it'll probably double the amount of time it would take.
And then there's the third way, which we will actually take.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but we more than likely we'll definitely be able to figure that out. But yeah, Chris, if you want to have that as a backup in case work just absolutely kicks my ass, that would be great because it might. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, look, let's let the people go. Let's let the Dom go and get some rest. That was so fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
No, it was great.
In with y'all, and no game next week. We'll play again in 2 weeks, but we'll do something else. If people are out there watching, you guys are amazing. We're almost at 5,000 views for the first session of temple, which means this campaign's first session, like really this group's first session, 5,000 views. That's insane.
That's
a
So
lot.
that is a
Imagine
lot.
if we had 5,000
so-
comments.
Thanks everybody who's watching for sure.
Yeah, for sure.